This is Dr. George Cromack from RenewYourself.net. I'm the medical assistant for Dr. Gabriel Cousins at the E3Live. I'm also the strength training coach and trainer for Dr. Cousins, and we've seen some really positive changes in him in the last 3 or 4 months of his own training, and a little bit of tweaking of the supplementation. And we are both gathering data and forming opinions on that. I also do the strength training for the guests that are interested in that part of a personalized 1-hour session with me in my gym here, guest at the E3Live. There's a couple of things that a couple of patterns that I've been noticing. Again, a lot of the patients I see and guests at the tree, some of whom want some private training. We're seeing a pattern where some of the men are Vata, Pitta, just slightly smaller frame, tend to lose weight a little easily. And what some of these guys are doing, we've had a couple of guys that are doing like an hour to an hour and a half of cardio aerobics every day, as well as lifting weights 6 times a week on a low glycemic type phase 1 live food diet, and for more than 90 days over a year or 2-year period of time, and without the right supplementation, this is creating a lot of problems here. These people are actually not in balance between the anabolic building phase and the catabolic breaking down, or stressing with their caloric and nutrient intake. And so what happens is they're just burning too many calories and doing too much work, and they're actually eating up lean muscle tissue and losing muscle mass and becoming smaller, as well as significantly probably increasing their cortisol and stress levels, and shortening their life, because it has a cascading effect on the interaction of other hormones in your body. The point being is, a lot of this overtraining, when you have a metabolism like that, where you're already like losing weight regularly, you don't need to be doing long cardio sessions. That does not build lean muscle mass and burns lots of calories. What you need to be doing is less cardio, like maybe 20 minutes a day, 5 days a week, up to the point of breaking a sweat, and that's enough. And then the strength training should be broken down into 2 30 to 40 minute routines that are done each once a week, and each routine would consist of usually a split routine of like biceps, back, and legs, and another routine of triceps, chest, and shoulders, as well as some abs in both of those routines. But you can find a routine, particularly for this person, exercising the right way, where there's a high intensity but a low volume with a long rest period, is going to be more conducive to actually gaining weight, gaining strength, gaining lean muscle mass with a lot less time and a lot less work. So for this person, we may be talking probably a couple of sets of each of the an exercise for each of the larger major muscle groups, and done in a way where we're not going to just recruit slow twitch muscle fibers, but slow twitch, fast twitch, and ideally some fast twitch glycosidic, and then combining that with the right supplementation within 45 minutes after finishing. This is going to really produce more optimal return on your investment of time. You're going to actually get stronger. And myself, I've been using a routine similar to this and making just fantastic strength gains so much faster than when I was working out 2-3 times a week doing 3 sets and just, you know, feeling better because you're not always exhausted. So found the same thing with Dr. Cousins. One of the biggest problems is actually overtraining, and you need to allow enough rest in there. And then you definitely, on a live food diet, need to supplement with particular supplements for gaining muscle mass. And this is pretty applicable to both men and women, just maybe smaller dose in women because they're not going to be, you know, working the same volume. We'll talk about that on another tape. That's Dr. George Cromack here at renewyourself.net, and feel free to contact me at drgeorgecromack@hotmail.com with your questions. Aloha.